Okay, ready? Don't sit under the birthday arch with anyone else but Brett. Anyone else but Brett. Anyone else but Brett. It's Brett Hermanson's birthday, and we're at Birthday Arch. Welcome to At Your Leisure. I'm Chad Booth.
I'm Rhea Rossi Booth, and we are hanging out with some wonderful people today. We have got Mike and Bob and Chrissy from Upland Adventures out here in Big Water, and they got us on this rock with those incredible Maverick Can-Ams. And we're also with the Eagles Landings folks.
Right, we got the whole management team from Eagles Landing at Greenhaven, which is actually Paige. These are a dynamite bunch of people, and there's some new things happening we got to share with you about Eagles Landing, because they've got new Verbos down there, so you can literally stay right next to Yardley Steak Burger, fill your tummy up, and you can turn your back on the lake or look toward the lake, but there's adventure of every kind. And these guys from Upland and Uplake Adventures will take care of you.
So Upland Adventures is a really amazing opportunity for people to come and go on a guided adventure. The nice thing about a guided adventure is they get to follow us, but they get to find the cool places to go. So there is a little bit of instruction, and we keep them safe. It's a fun opportunity to come down and see southern Utah, a little bit of northern Arizona in a whole different way, all year round. You know, even in the wintertime when we get a little bit of, a lot of cold weather, it's not as busy, but we have a lot of fun. So we really like the Mavericks. They're a four-seater machine. I would say probably the #1 reason is because of the terrain that we cover, we need good suspension.
This is the Can-Am Maverick XRS Turbo RR. This is the bad boy. It's a dune shredding, rock crawling, desert blasting beast. 200 horsepower turbocharged. This same model of car took place 1 through 11 at the Dakar Rally, which is one of the biggest off-road races in the world. The top 11 cars were this car. So that says a lot. They're incredible. You come up to obstacles, you think, this is gonna hurt, and then you just cruise right over it. Oh, Upland Adventures is so much fun. I didn't want to work, I'm retired, but then I got the job driving these incredible machines, and which is what I like to do for fun anyway. And I get to take really fun people out on tours in this beautiful area that my ancestors helped settle. So, I mean, it's perfect. It's so much fun. The cars are a blast. The people are fun. The country's beautiful.
It's the people that we meet just totally make the experience for us. Me and the other guides that work with me, it's all about the people. We see the trails every day. We see the lake many, many times. It's still beautiful, but what makes the experience unique is our guests. You get to come down, get to experience it through their eyes, and that is just what makes it. The people make the trip, and they're always so much fun. We have friends from all over the world, and they come back again and again because they had a great time in southern Utah.
Man, these Can-Ams are so sweet. You know, Chad's driving, and I'm like, all right, dude, time for you to bail. I hijacked it.
Not at all, yeah, the hijacked is right. Not at all true. She was listening to Bob talk about these machines and how great they were, and she backed out of the crowd slowly. And then I got back here, and she was in and buckled in, so.
No, man, these things are just such a sweet drive. They're such a sweet ride. I absolutely love riding in it and driving them. These are just so nice.
Well, don't drive into the moon, honey.
You don't want to go to the moon?
Anyway, while we make our way down the slope to the moonscape, how about you take a look at this story?
Welcome back to At Your Leisure, everybody. We are graced with the Dalai Lama behind us.
Oh, I thought that was the Italian llama, Lama Mia.
Oh my gosh. I'm going to force myself to laugh at that.
Okay.
Oh my goodness.
No, we're out here with the Upland Adventures. It's part of a group that does a lot of tours out of the Paige area. And it kind of looks like we're at a Can-Am convention, but that is what Upland Adventures prefers to use because they are so well matched to the terrain out here.
Oh my gosh, it is just, you talk about the Ferrari or the, I just cannot believe how unbelievable this ride is. You don't feel one bump and you can take anything with those things.
It's like a cross between a Ferrari and a Rolls Royce.
Oh, totally agreed.
Because it sucks up the whoops, and they got a ton of power. And there are a lot of whoops to encounter here. It's a really diverse terrain.
Well, right now we're at a place called Birthday Arch. Just behind me, there's a huge hole in the ground with an arch that formed over the years of the water freezing and breaking the rocks and then thawing. It's a beautiful arch. On the way up, we came through some really cool washes, sand washes. We're blasting back and forth. We saw a really cool rock formation, looks like a llama, some rock crawls. And on the way out of here, we're gonna go across a big flat open area where we can hit 80, 85 miles an hour and just let her rip. So the terrain here is extremely varied. Then we're gonna switch from the old wild, wild west where they film the Western movies here. We're gonna go over to the science fiction area where we call the Moon. And they did film a Josie Wales, Clint Eastwood movie there, but most of that, we call that the Moon, the science fiction area, completely different terrain.
Here we are in the red rock and the dirt and everything and trees, and then we're going to go somewhere totally different within 25 minutes of here. That it looks like you're on a totally different planet. It would seem like you've driven maybe 1,000 miles to get to a different geographical area. And the geological formations, it's just amazing. Unlike any other place in the world.
It's a national monument for one, and it's not just this national monument. You got Zion close by and Bryce and the Grand Canyon is not too far, so you got all that in one big giant area.
Oh, the ride's been awesome, beautiful. Going up those rocks was pretty cool. Hitting some of those straightaways are fun. Hopefully we can do that, some more of that.
I love it, you know, it is amazing. This Upland adventure rides are great. And I would recommend for anybody to come out in the area to come and join us and see the beautiful part of Utah.
Yeehaw!
Mississippi.
Woohoo!
Wow. Welcome
You
back.
ain't never getting back in this seat, mister.
We have to buy it first.
Oh, these
Anyway.
things are fun.
Anyway, welcome back to At Your Leisure. We are out with the crew from Eagles Landing in Paige, and we are out with the group from Upland Adventures. Now, Eagles Landing, ever since they took over this gas station and built this travel plaza, this has been like hot news. People just love it.
I'll tell you what, it used to be just pick up some gas and, you know, run in and get some really good grub. But now they have the steak burgers, and they've got, oh my gosh, their wonderful little lodge, their rental vacation lodges.
That's the thing we need to talk about, because to steal a phrase from some other vendor of travel plazas, while the others may be Adventure's first stop, this is definitely Adventure's base camp, because you've got everything right here.
Yeah, this is really cool.
Let's check it out.
Eagles Landing Pilot is located in Green Haven, right outside of Paige. We are located about a mile from Lone Rock. It's a great recreational area. We're open 24 hours a day. We're centrally located, you know, we're close to the lake. We're close to areas like this where you can go off-roading, camping. So it's a great place to live, great place to be. I mean, we're right on the border of Arizona, Utah. You know, you can't beat the weather here. You know, fall and spring, the weather's probably the best in the nation. You know, you can't beat it. So right now we are showcasing 3 cabins or vacation rentals. It's basically 1 bedroom, 1 bath, kitchenette, located right at the Eagles Landing Pilot site. It has views of the lake, and it's right next to the store. So it's kind of a one-stop shop. We have the restaurant there, the Yardley's steak burgers. We have pretty much everything you need there. Not to mention the employees. We're open 24 hours. We strive for 100% customer service. We take pride in that. It's a great, clean location.
Yeah, I know the Airbnb cabins, they're amazing, and I would encourage you all to come on out. They're clean, they're brand new, they're beautiful. They're right by Eagles Landing Pilot store at your convenience. And then at the same token, if you want, you go ahead and rent one of these side-by-sides with the Upland Adventures, and you will have a blast.
Another awesome thing about these travel plazas at Eagles Landing is they always have the most beautiful, enormous American flags just flying as you pull in. And it's just like, God bless America. You know, these guys are patriots. It just makes me so happy.
Yeah, you know what I really like about the Eagles Landing here at Greenhaven, though, is these vacation rentals that have the deck out the back. And you can sit out there on your deck, prop your feet up, and
Yep.
look out there and say, do I want a boat? Do I want to ride? Do I want a boat? Do I want to ride?
right.
Do I want a boat? You can do both
In the same day.
in the same day.
And then in the evening or whatever, you can like go get their wood in their little shop in there
Oh, yeah,
and
they
just go
just-
have a nice
yeah.
little
They got everything you need, just 50 feet away.
fireplace.
Anyway, we're going to go find Bob, go for another ride, and why don't you look at the story? You know, there's so many places that you could do Christmas cards from down here.
Oh yeah, this is one of them.
This would be one of them.
Yeah.
Welcome back to At Your Leisure. We are out of Big Water with the people from Eagles Landing and Upland Adventures, and we are exploring some great territory. Now, you know, through the 22 years we've been doing this show, we've traveled a lot of this area. In fact, Kane County is one of the most traveled areas we have.
Oh, absolutely.
But we've never been here,
Yeah.
and this is pretty cool.
Yeah, the tour guide brought us up here, Upland brought us up here, and this is beautiful. There's a lot of movies were filmed up here back in the day.
Back in the day, the whole area. But
Yeah.
you know what my favorite part about this is that my girls growing up, when we come down to this country, they love to do exactly what you're doing. There's a rock
Climb.
they wanted to climb on it. They did.
Yeah, this is a spectacular up here. The view, amazing. And I wanted to tell you, Chad Booth, I'm loving your sweatshirt.
Oh, thank you. How about this?
Ooh, love the shirt too.
Well, you know what? If any of you have been jealous of At Your Leisure swag, now you can have some, because we are just opening up right now aylstore.com, and you can go get hats like this, hoodies. We've got polo shirts. We'll have a lot more stuff coming in the future, but go on, pick your color, pick your size, and order it, and be like one of the cool kids.
Yeah, I mean, it's you know, we started doing it because people are like, hey, can I have one of those hats? Can I have one of those sweatshirts? Can I have one? I'm like, ugh, we don't really have any. But now we have them for you.
Right, and boy, more people have asked Rhea for this hat than anything in the world. Everybody wants this hat.
It is, no, they are real. It's cool. It's a cool logo.
Anyway, check it out. Check this out, next week's show. Great show lined up for next week. Great birthday party for Brett Hermanson today.
Yeah, thanks for bringing me out on the. Thanks, Bob, for bringing me out here on the side-by-sides.
Right, so Upland Adventures, your place to go if you want a great guided tour with a lot of knowledgeable background and good dad jokes, I might add.
They're
And
just good people.
If you want good food and a good place to stay, Eagles Landing right down there in Greenhaven, that's the combination.
Really, it's a win-win situation. These people are awesome, and you just cannot not have a good time out here.
True. So remember, there is adventure around every bend.
You just got to get out there and create your own adventure
At your leisure.